Welcome to the Dan Sports Tips Daily Fantasy MLB Preview Show for today, the 24th of September. I will be taking a look at everything you need for your daily fantasy games on DraftKings today. I'll be looking at starting pitchers, stacks of the day, how we can construct a lineup to maximise our point scoring potential, foundation players that should be used as your foundation to build a winning lineup, and a value player at each position. For anyone that hasn't had the opportunity to sign up and play Daily Fantasy Sports with DraftKings yet, I will pop a link in the description for this video right below that will enable you to do that today. Looking at starting pitchers, I'm going to take Rick Porcello of Boston Red Sox for 12,600. I think Porcello, who is 21-4 on the year with a 3.08 ERA, is just worth the cost today. He has pitched well against the Rays, going 4-0 in his 5 starts against them this year. He's pitched 7 innings every time, only failing to reach 7 strikeouts on one occasion. Assuming 7 innings with strikeouts and the win, we're going to get around a value return on points. He is 5-1 with a 2.39 ERA the last 7 and has compiled 174 strikeouts in 210 and 2/3 innings for the season. And obviously it is at a pitcher's park today, and he is an extreme sort of ground ball pitcher. Robbie Ray of the Arizona Diamondbacks for 8,300. Now, despite his struggles in recent starts where he's allowed 9 earned runs across 10 and 2/3 in his last 2, Ray does offer elite strikeout upside. He faces an Orioles lineup that does swing and miss often. Ray has 210 strikeouts in 166 innings this season, with a high for a game of 13. So long as he does strike out some Orioles today, which I think is likely, then he's probably going to return us value and is worth the play. And Ariel Miranda of Seattle for 7,900 I think is also worth a play today. He's gone 5-1 with a 3.88 ERA in 10 appearances. I think it's 8 starts this season. He gets a Twins lineup that ranks in the top 6 of baseball for strikeouts this year. Last time he was on the hill, he allowed 2 earned runs over 7 solid innings with 8 strikeouts against Houston. Now, Houston ranked 3rd for strikeouts, so they're kind of in the ballpark of Minnesota. That's what we're going to be looking for, that sort of end of the strikeout spectrum, as he doesn't offer elite production with 38 strikeouts in 48 2/3 this year. The 2 runs he allowed against Houston were the first he'd allowed in 3 starts spanning 19 innings, so he is pitching well at the moment and I think looks a solid play, but he's obviously going to want to be careful with Dozier and Grossman, who do hit lefties quite well for the Twins. Looking at stacks of the day today, I would imagine the most popular stack today will be the Boston Red Sox against Tampa Bay Rays and Matt Andriese. Andriese has a 7.11 ERA in 3 starts against the AL leading Red Sox on this season. I'll take outfielder Mookie Betts for 5,400. He's hitting .321 with 31 homers and 25 steals on the year. In his last 7 games, he's batting .520 with a home run. First baseman David Ortiz for 5,500. He has the platoon and a home run against Andriese, batting .319 with 37 homers on the year. 3 of those have come in the last 7 games, including one yesterday. Second baseman Dustin Pedroia for 3,400 is a .317 hitter with 13 homers, and shortstop Xander Bogaerts for 4,300. He's hitting .273 with 26 home runs this season. I will happily take the Arizona Diamondbacks to get it done on the road in Baltimore, facing a left-hander and a struggling one in that in Wade Miley. Miley is 1-3 with an 8.58 ERA in his last 7 starts. We know that the Diamondbacks hit lefties well. First baseman Paul Goldschmidt for 5,700. He has the platoon, batting .298 with 23 homers and 27 steals, hit 3 home runs in the last 3 games. Outfielder Yasmani Tomas for 4,500 is a .271 hitter with 29 homers. He's hitting .346 in his last 7. Catcher Wellington Castillo for 4,200 has the platoon and a home run against Wade Miley. He's a .269 hitter with 14 home runs this year. And Brandon Drury, who can be used at 3rd or in the outfield for 4,600, is a .276 hitter with 15 homers and is also on the right side of the platoon. And at target field, the Seattle Mariners get Tyler Duffy. Duffy has struggled all season long, but particularly a bit late with an 11+ ERA over his last 4 starts. The Mariners do profile quite well against him. Second baseman Robinson Cano for 4,900 has the platoon, hitting .296 with 33 homers. Third baseman Carl Seager for 4,500 is a .283 hitter with 29 home runs. He's on the right side of the platoon as well. Outfielder Seth Smith for 3,900. He has the platoon batting .259 with 16 homers, 2 of which have been in the last 7 games. And outfielder Nelson Cruz for 4,400 is a .282 hitter with 38 home runs this year. My foundation players today at first is Joey Votto of Cincinnati for 5,300. He has the platoon and a home run against the returning Tyler Youngman, who was horrible prior to demotion earlier this year. He did actually then get demoted from AAA down to AA as well, but he is now back on the big league club for the September call-up. Votto's hitting .319 with 25 home runs this season. Has had a very strong second half. Second baseman Brian Dozier of the Minnesota Twins for 5,500 has the platoon against Ariel Miranda of Seattle. He's batting .277 with 42 home runs this year and 16 stolen bases. At third, I'll take Matt Carpenter, who can also be used at second, of St. Louis for 4,100. He has the platoon and a home run against Jason Hamill of the Cubs. He's batting .273 with 19 homers on the year. My shortstop's Eduardo Nunez of San Francisco, who can also be used at third for 4,800. He's batting .285 with 16 homers and 38 steals. Has had a good last couple of weeks. Outfielder Robbie Grossman of Minnesota for 4,500. The switch hitter is vastly superior against left-handed pitching, .275 with 11 home runs this year. My value plays, I'll take Yasmani Grandal at catcher for the Dodgers for 3,300. The switch hitter is hitting .231 with 27 homers this year. He's hit .320 with 2 home runs in the last 7 games. First baseman Justin Smoke of the Toronto Blue Jays for 2,800 has got a couple of home runs against CC Sabathia, hitting .223 with 14 homers on the season. Second baseman Brandon Phillips of Cincinnati for 3,900. As I say, Tyler Youngman is not a good, has not pitched well in the bigs this year anyway. .290 hitter with 11 home runs for Brandon Phillips this year. Third baseman Ryan Healy of Oakland for 3,500 has a platoon advantage against Yu Darvish, who hasn't been particularly on point the last few starts. Healy's hitting .300 with 11 homers. Shortstop Freddie Galvis of Philadelphia for 3,500. The switch hitter is priced to face Noah Syndergaard, who won't pitch today because of illness. He's hitting .241 with 20 home runs and 14 steals on the year. And in the outfield, I'll take Brandon Guyer of the Cleveland Indians for 3,900. He has the platoon and a home run against Jose Quintana. He is much better against left-handed pitching. He's a .261 hitter with 9 home runs that's batting .385 with a homer in his last 7 games. Best of luck with your lineups today. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching the show. Don't forget to like the video. Hit me up in the comments with the daily fantasy plays you like today and press that subscribe button. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I will be here all MLB season and through the NFL season with daily fantasy sports advice. If you haven't signed up yet, or you're interested in starting to play daily fantasy sports, please click the link in the description for this video and that'll take you where you need to go to start playing with DraftKings today. Best of luck with your lineups and have a great day.